I put my all in the world, I just ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one, when the one that I wanna be wrong? Say you in love with my songs, but I still ain't feeling the love.
This video is part one of a series called Why Rappers Don't Make It, The Real Reason. And I was inspired to make this video series because I watched a lot of the videos called Why Rappers Don't Make It, read a lot of the articles, and there's a lot of really good advice there, a lot of really good tips. But I noticed a lot of the advice is from the perspective of, I've already got 50,000 to 100,000 fans and record labels are shopping for me. What do I do next? So they say things like build with a team. Or I've already got this local buzz in my arena and I really don't know how to handle it. And so there's a lot of advice about networking and be humble and things like that. Where are the videos for people that are trying to get to that 10, 15, 20,000 social media following and trying to get those shows outside of their local city, or even trying to evade what I call bedroom rapper syndrome, right? Being a bedroom rapper, not really going out in the world with your music. So this video series is inspired for those people. We've done enough with the intro, right? It's called Why Rappers Don't Make It, The Real Reason. Part one, let's get into it. The real reason rappers don't make it is because they don't have desirable song formatting that could appeal to a mass audience, right? They have confusing song structure. They have chaotic song organization, right? Having a great song structure is what could take an inexperienced rapper and make them sound amazing. Or if you have bad song structure, you could be a GOAT level rapper and you might sound like you fell off or you lost the plot, right? You're just not in touch with the culture anymore. Now, one of the great videos breaking down why rappers don't make it is by the homie Rob Level, Smart Rapper. What up, dog? And he makes the point about Cash Me Outside Girl, for example. Bad Baby, Daniel Bergoli.
Atlantic just signed Catch Me Outside Girl. She's not good at making music, but they know that she already has a fan base so they can sell it. They signed somebody who's not even a musician. They signed the Catch Me Outside Girl. She don't do music, but she can sell.
Let's take that a little bit further. One of the reasons Atlantic Records or any other major record label would want to invest in somebody like Cash Me Outside Girl, who already has the charisma, has the following, is because they have an army of songwriters who already know a template, a guaranteed tried and true method to put a song structure around her story to take advantage of her demographic that's going to appeal to that mass audience, that's going to appeal to the teen demographic. So knowing how to make the perfect song structure, regardless of the experience level of the rapper, is a guaranteed way to be successful. In a couple minutes, we're gonna give you some really specific, based on Billboard top charting artists, tips about that, but let's give you a couple more examples of how it can take an inexperienced rapper and turn them into a legend, or take a legend and make them sound like they fell off. Now, another great example around the inexperienced rappers is Blueface. You probably already know about the song Tatiana. Now, no matter how you feel about it, the industry plan talk, whatever it is, Blueface is a self-admittedly inexperienced rapper. He said he just started rapping recently, he was playing ball, he's not really in tune with the culture, and yet he has this really big song.
I kind of started rapping on accident, to be honest with you. I just found myself in the studio, first time in my life.
What was you doing in the studio, hanging with some people?
Yeah, I was just chilling around, and then I thought, why not get in the booth? I want to hear my voice in this shit, so.
Now, of course, there are much more things. He's got one of the biggest managers in the game with Wack 100, but one of the main reasons Tatiana is a hit and he's got all these really well-known remixes is because the song structure and the song formatting is proper for a big major hit, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. Now, let's talk about the flip side really quick. You have somebody like a Nas, right? And that's an example Rob uses as well. Nas is one of the greatest rappers of all time, bar none. He's pretty much synonymous with Lyrical Miracle. I personally think he's the most best storytelling rapper in rap history. But in his recent work, people have said he kind of fell off, or the Nasir album wasn't that good. Part of the reason why is because his organized song structure, the way that he's formatting his songs, when you think about Illmatic, all the way to Hate Me Now and things where he's using more classical song structure, he doesn't do that as much anymore, and I think he's taking a hit for it. So you can have GOAT level rappers who, with bad song organization, are not gonna take it to the next level. Now, right before we roll into the 3 tips to take your songs to make them more palatable to a mass audience, I just wanna let you know we do offer personal one-on-one coaching. Be sure to check the video description box below. I think we're the only company right now that's still doing the personal one-on-one rap coaching, so just be sure to check that out in the video description box below. But here we go. The 3 ways to spice up your songwriting for pop success, to get a mass audience and not have bedroom rapper syndrome. Tip 1, place your chorus in the first 30 seconds of the song. Place your chorus in the first 30 seconds of the song. This is inspired by Max Martin, on record as the 3rd most successful songwriter in music history, all right? He's the guy that did I Can't Feel My Face. He blew up NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, all that. No, it's not a rap example, but using pop structure and mainstream song structure and applying it to lyrical rap or deep rap is one of the major keys. This is what Kanye West did. This is what Drake did. This is even what Kendrick does, right? And there's a great video breaking down Max Martin's songwriting structure by The Art of Songwriting, I believe it's called. I'll link it in the video description box. But it broke down Max Martin's most successful songs, including I Can't Feel My Face, and often the chorus is coming in the first 15 to 45 seconds of the song. This is the way that it establishes the motif of a chorus. It's the way that the average music fan that we talked about, the person that's not breaking down the 5 fingers of death like we are, the person that just wants to have a good time or is doing it while they're driving, is really gonna latch onto that chorus and it's gonna become much more memorable. That is a really good song structure practice, really good hygiene for that song organization, right? So we call this the 30-second rule. Right? When you make your new song, when you format your song, or you look at an old song, I want you to listen to the first 30 seconds. Do you hear a very identifiable chorus or hook motif that somebody's gonna latch onto? If not, it might be a good idea to either rewrite the song or to write your next few songs practicing this, but follow that 30-second rule, place your chorus in the first 30 seconds, follow the greats, follow the multi-platinum tracks of Max Martin and the pop world. Tip number 2, place a bridge or a third motif into your song structure, right? And for the purposes of this video, a motif is just a section of the music that's readily identifiable to anybody, right? So a chorus is a motif. Verse is a motif. An intro or breakdown is a motif, right? But you want to have more than just verse, chorus if you want to spice up your song structure. The Kendricks of the world, the J. Coles of the world, the Drakes of the world, the Kanyes of the world use motifs all the time. When you listen to Kanye West's music and when he started to break out of the cliche song structure on albums like Graduation, 808s, and Beyond, when you think about Kendrick and what makes his music so unpredictable in a good way, when you think about Good Kid, Mad City, you're thinking about the use of motifs and those third motifs. Now we do have another video breaking down in specific Kendrick Lamar's songwriting secrets where we break down further how he particularly uses it. I'll link you in the video description box below. But the point is, always be putting bridges and other motifs other than just verse, chorus, and that will spice up your song structure. And if you put that chorus in the first 30 seconds, like we talked about in tip 1, this is when it's already starting to sound a little bit more unpredictable, not cliche, and getting that mass audience to be like, oh, this is really interesting. Tip number 3, use melodic ad-libs. Use melodic ad-libs, right? Now we all already probably know about ad-libs, right? We know about, oh, I'm supposed to have a track where I'm just in the background talking, yeah, like Young Jeezy, or repeat the last word of every bar like Migos. But using melodic ad-libs adds to the pop sensibilities, the mainstream sensibilities, the song formatted like a song that's supposed to be on the Billboard sensibilities of the fan base, right? Now a couple artists that use this really well are Trippie Redd, right? Trippie Redd has the and really uses ad-libs to make his songs feel more full. And probably the best example, the most successful example of this is, of course, Travis Scott. It's lit, straight up, all that stuff, right? So studying those artists for melodic ad-libs and filling in the gaps, right? Part of the reason to use melodic ad-libs is if you have a cliche song structure that just goes verse, chorus, or whatever, or you don't even have that third motif we talked about in tip 2, you're gonna run into a problem where the song feels hollow. It doesn't feel very full. Just adding some chants, some na-na-nas, adding some auto-tune, maybe even just to your ad-libs, will increase the likelihood that it feels like an anthem. It feels full. It feels like something that the average fan who's driving around listening to music, not studying 5 Fingers of Death like we do, not sitting around going through freestyles from 1998, just want to listen to it when they're having fun on Friday night. It increases the chances that it's going to be memorable to them, it's going to be catchy, and they're going to enjoy it. All right, so that is the end of part 1 of Why Rappers Don't Make It, the real reason. Now, be sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching us, and we always ask a question at the end of these videos. What rapper do you think has the best song structure, best song organization? What rapper makes really catchy music? We check every comment, we read every comment. Of course, we already mentioned personal one-on-one rap coaching. Be sure to check the first link in the video description box below. But hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you in the comment box. It's the big homie Drew. Thanks. Peace.
I'm from all in the world, I just ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one, when the one that I want to be wrong? Say you in love with my songs, but I still ain't feeling the love. How can I feel like the one, when the one that I want to be wrong?